Welcome to Birds of Prey Sports, where we cover Orioles and Ravens news weekly. We're host Jared and TJ. And in this video, we'll be covering the Orioles versus Twins series, the first time the Orioles play the Twins this year. And honestly, I want to say okay, in the first two games, they probably definitely did dominate, especially in the second game. But the third game, offered up some exciting, dramatic finish between the Orioles and Twins, a surprise debut and, an unlikely hero, I guess, in the end of the series. But you know, the Orioles just coming off a series loss versus the Brewers, looking to get their seat, looking to get back onto the right track, and they do exactly that. Obviously the Twins, haven't started the season off hot. I believe they're like under 500 when the series started, and it may even worse now after the series. After losing three straight games, but the Twins, AL Central champions last year, won their first playoff series in like before me and you were born, last year. Looking to continue on success. They've had quite a few injuries, Carlos Correa went down to injury. Some of their pitchers haven't been pitching very well to start the year. Byron Buxton finally get a chance to play in center field again, also dealing with injuries, but just having a sluggish start. And the Orioles took advantage this whole series, just felt like. The what were you calling it the other day? Tour dates, ERAs.
Yeah.
Well, the Twins sent out guys for tour day ERAs this week, and we made him pay for it. We made him pay. And honestly, we're gonna get right into all the stats and everything. All right, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right, so the first game, the Orioles take this first game of the series 7-4. We get started off early. Westberg double to center makes it 2-0 Orioles. Miranda hits a home run, makes it 2-1. The Orioles start unleashing. O'Hearn hits a home run, make it 3-4. Mullins sacrifice fly, makes it 4-1. Miranda again gets the Twins on the board to make it 4-2. But Mullins hits a home run right to make it 6-4. Henderson hits a home run as well to make it 7-4. Jeffers doubles to make it 7-2. Jeffers doubles to make it 7-4. And that's all the scoring there is in this game. Orioles offensively or hitting wise, Henderson goes 2 for 4 with an RBI, a home run, a walk, and a run scored. Oh, excuse me. Rutschman goes 2 for 4. O'Hearn goes 2 for 5 with an RBI, home run, and a 2 run scored. Mountcastle goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. Westbrook stays hot. He goes 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Mullins has a great game. He had a great catch early in this game. I wonder maybe if I can play it here. But he goes 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs and a home run and a run scored. That's all. Holiday continues to try to find his groove here. Westbrook gets a double, his fourth on the year. O'Hearn hits a home run, like I said. His third on the year. Mullins also hits one, his fourth. Henderson hits one as well, his fourth of the year as well. I want to see maybe if I can pull that up. I don't think the video is on here.
ESPN
That
doesn't care about us.
huh?
ESPN doesn't care about us.
Right, they didn't post that. Well, actually, they did because he was number one on top 10. So I can't find the video here. But anyways, going to pitching, you kind of hope winning 7-4 it wouldn't be a basketball lineup, but unfortunately it was. I guess with Swerve and Irvin pitching, um, he goes 4 2/3, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, no walks, 4 strikeouts, and a home run given up. Dylan Tate gets the win. He goes 1-0 in the year. He goes 1 1/3, 1 hit with zeros across the board. Keegan Aiken struggles. He gives up his first runs of the year. He goes 1/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, and a strikeout. Cano comes in. He goes 1 2/3 with 2 hits, zeros across the board with 2 strikeouts. Kimbrel gets the save, his fourth in the year. He goes an inning, zeros across the board, 2 strikeouts. So it's kind of an easygoing game, not too stressful. I mean, Aiken made it stressful. I believe this is on Jackie Robinson Day. A day they, commemorate Jackie Robinson every year where they wear 42 on their backs. That is, Matson did a few cool little segments with Dylan Tate and Mullins, reading some poems, I believe, from Jackie Robinson book, maybe. I wasn't too sure about that, but a great day to commemorate, one of the best, kind of barriers broken in sports history, so so going back to the game, I mean, kind of give me your thoughts on this game here between the offense and the pitching wise. Like how concerned are you with maybe not concerned, but like, do you think Aiken kind of falls back to earth here after this game, or like, kind of give me your thoughts here on the offense and pitching in this game.
Well, they can definitely kind of, fell back to earth. And I felt like, this game was bound to happen, where he's not at his best. He kind of gets, a little roughed up a little bit. And this is definitely something to learn from. I think a big word that I used last year when it came to the Orioles game was adversity. every player is going to have their struggle, and they're kind of, not their best game. And I think, players like him can learn a lot from this. And same thing with Swerving Irvin. He's been swerving a lot. He hasn't stayed in his driver lane. He's been trying to swerve into other people's lanes this whole season so far. But you know, he didn't hurt us too much where we couldn't get the win. So that's good. But again, we want to see better quality, starts out of him moving forward. And I hope that we can see that because I would hate to see him get traded, or I would hate to see him not be on the team anymore. I believe we talked about possibly moving him, to a long reliever type role or something, so maybe that can help him out more. But I want to talk about the offense for a bit. You know, that was an amazing play by Mullins, I would say. I did get a chance to see that. That was like a Superman dive. He's low key always known for that. Showing great effort when it comes to plays. He's kind of like our little Kevin Pillar. He used to be a tryhard against us. So it's great to see effort like that, from our center field. Are you okay? It sound like you're hurting there. You were laughing.
Shut up.
I sound like I was worried about you for real. But it's good to see effort like that on the defensive end, from our top, fielders like that, outfielders. Henderson continues to be hot. Like, he 2 for 4. He just had a great game. You know, like how you've said previously, I think in the first series, I love how he plays the game of baseball. He plays hard, he plays the right way. I love his power. I love his pop that he has on the bat. Sometimes he is kind of prone to having some errors when it comes to fielding, but I mean, just the way that he swings the bat and just everything else about his game makes up for it. And it was cool to see him, do his thing in this game right here. He really he's been a monster this year. He really
Oh,
has.
and don't mean to interrupt, but Kaiser did win AL Player of the Week this last week. So the accolades are starting to come for him. So maybe he'll get that Rookie of the Year by the end of the year.
Yeah. I was about to say bye bye Hayes, and then I looked at his 0 for 4, and that just reaffirmed it even more for me. So, and then
Yeah,
yeah, 077.
this
I
isn't
think
even.
you had a better batting average right now than him.
Well, I'm batting 0, so no, I don't. So
You almost halfway there.
not even.
I mean, we have Holiday. He's on holiday leave. I'm just playing.
We're not gonna trash Holiday too much
No, no, no.
as
I know.
we're gonna
I look. He didn't even want to say that, but I just wanted to make you laugh.
who are gonna come after us. But anyways, Orioles come in with the offense firing in game 2. They went 11-3. Just a dominating effort from the Orioles. I love when we blow teams out. It's low stress. Bullpen doesn't need to come in that much to save the game, whatever. Like I love game. I wish we did this more often. To be honest, instead of the stressful last games they put us through. But anyways, McCann gets the scoring started. He doubles to make it 1-0. Henderson hits a home run to continue the party. He makes it 3-0. Kaiser gets an RBI on a ground out, makes it 4-0. Westbrook gets a bomb to make it 6-0. Henderson gets another RBI. He singles and makes it 7-0. Twins finally get on the board. Buxton triples to left to make it 7-1. Kaiser gets another RBI. He singles to center. He make it 8-1. Kirilov singles to right to make it 8-2. But then the Orioles continue to pile it on. Santander single makes it 9-1, 9-2. And then O'Hearn hits a home run to make it 9-11. Sorry, 11-2. Miranda continues to uh, do damage in this series. He had 2 RBIs in the last game. He gets another one to make it 11-3. But the Orioles just make it, low stress, like I said. You never believe who gave that run up, by the way. I can't wait to go to pitching to show you who did that. Anyways, Gunnar Henderson leads off and continues to just be a beast. Just to start off, he goes. Sorry, I was thinking about something funny. Tajon's making funny faces over there.
Like,
Anyways,
I
huh?
didn't even make a face.
You said a vice. Don't make me laugh while I'm drinking my water.
Let me get
Anyways,
going.
Henderson goes 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs, a home run, and a run scored. Birchman goes 1 for 4 with 2 runs scored. O'Hearn, is killing the Twins this series. He goes 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs, a home run, and 2 runs scored. Santander goes 2 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. Mullins goes 1 for 5 with a run scored. Castro goes 2 for 4 with two RBIs and a run scored. I want to say his name is David. Yeah, David Bañuelos. He makes his MLB debut. Funny enough, we DFA him in this game, but he gets his first career at bat. He goes 0 for 1 on a fly out to right, I believe. And Westberg goes 2 for 4 with an RBI, with two RBIs and a run scored. Holiday, he walks once, but he doesn't get a hit on three at bats, but he scores once. McCann goes 2 for 4 with an RBI and a run. Oh, sorry, 2 for 4, yeah, with an RBI and a run scored. Doubles on the day. McCann gets one, his second of the year. Westbrook gets another with his fifth on the year. O'Hearn hits a home run, his fourth of the season. Henderson hits a home run as well, his fifth of the year. Westbrook hits a home run as well, his fourth of the year. Westbrook is hot, man. He's just on fire right now. Maybe we win back-to-back player of the weeks. It's foreshadowing. Anyways, pitching line, not a basketball lineup, thank goodness. Grayson Rodriguez comes out and shoves. He goes 6 innings. He gets the win. He's 3-0 in the year. He goes 4 hits. Sorry, he goes 4 hits. He gives it 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. He wasn't overly dominant. He struggled with his fastball command, but the secondary pitches were definitely working for him in this game, and you get to just see the growth from this kid. He last year, if his fastball command didn't work, it might be a bad start. But he settled in, threw some off-speed pitches, got it over guys, and threw the fastball at some points, and he just and shoved for 6 innings. So, Johan Ramirez, excuse me, goes 1 and 2/3 innings. He gives up a hit, zeros across the board, and a strikeout, lowering that tour day ERA. Mike Bauman, Booty Bauman goes 1 and 1/3. He gives up 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, one walk, and 3 strikeouts. So, Bauman can't help himself, when it comes to giving up a run in an outing. But anyways, to kind of give me your take on the offense and pitching in this game. Kind of an easy. This has been like an easy video, easy, relaxed, nothing too stressful, nothing to worry about. Give me kind of reactions here.
Yeah, well, like you said, Henderson's been on a tear. He's been like just blasting the baseball, just really, driving in runs and really having productive at bats. And that's something that we want to see a lot from, in our guys this year, just having productive. Oh, are you okay?
Can you go on with the video? I'm having allergy issues over here. Leave me alone.
I didn't know people laugh when they have allergy issues. I
I'm not
mean,
loud. I'm trying to sneeze.
okay. But he's just been having really productive at bats, and that's something that you want to see translate throughout the entire lineup. Especially for our younger guys. It seemed like one thing about our team. It seems like our guys kind of feed off of each other's energy. If Henderson's having a good game, 8 times out of 10 or 9 times out of 10, Allie's having a good game or at least having 1 or 2 hits as well. And same thing with Westberg. I mean, he's been really heating up. He won the Player of the Week. I know a lot more is going to come this year in the future, and it's just great to see our young guys producing. And it's closer and closer to Hayes is probably off of this team and DFA'd or something and traded away. So who his days Hayes' days are numbered. I'm just playing. But yeah. And
Whoa.
you've been laughing at all my jokes this whole entire time. You've just been using the allergies excuse. All right, but going to the pitching, the pitching. Can I see the pitch? Grayson Rodriguez again, he goes 3-0. He's really been impressive this season. He kind of reminds me of Corbin, where, in his starts, he might struggle a little bit, but he's still being productive enough to not, hurt us, and when to not hurt us in which we don't get to win. And that's what having a good pitcher is about, and getting to that status of being an ace. You might get ruffled, but you're still good enough and still productive enough to help your team win. And getting 6 strikeouts is huge. He was in jams, but only to allow 2 earned runs from those situations is pretty good. So, and we got a quality 6 innings out of him. So a very good and productive start from Grayson Rodriguez. He's really stepped up this year. You can't deny it. He's really been good this.
Absolutely.
And Johan Ramirez holding it down, and Bauman,
Booty Bummer.
his name is Booty Bauman, BB, double B.
Yeah, booty.
I don't know where I'm getting this accent from.
I want to say you're getting this England. I
No.
guess you're preparing for your England trip.
I do. I'm just playing. But yeah,
That was
I mean,
awful. See, when you try to do it, it's terrible.
we're not even taking the Twins seriously right now. We're making jokes while we're doing videos. I'm just playing. But
Because we beat their ass the whole series.
again, it's a good thing that it's actually why has he been struggling so much? I
Yeah,
really want to know. Like, it seemed like everybody is just getting the
these
A
things.
plus on their assignment, and then he's coming in and not really doing much. He's getting a F, a
Well,
D minus.
sometimes you're just simply not good. So that might be the case here. It's funny. We just made fun of Banielos, the guy we just
You
DFA.
did.
No,
You
you did. But we just placed Hayes in the 10-day IL, and we selected his contract, so he's back. So, congratulations to him, I guess. Even though you know, um, anyways, to move on to the third game of the series, the Orioles, offense was a little sluggish tonight in this game, but they wound up getting it done. They only went 4-2. The Orioles actually get started early on the first bat of the game. Henderson hits another home run to make it 1-1. I mean, 1-0. But the Twins strike in the seventh. Martin singles to left to make it 1-1, and Farmer gives the Twins the lead of 2-1. So we were actually losing in this game. So it offered another comeback win. Santander in the next inning hits a home run to make it 2-2. Mullins has a 2-run shot to walk it off. He had a great series, 4-2. So, he continues to, Mullins continues to be clutch with runners in scoring position. Actually, I think the guy was at first, but you get the point. The Mullins has been clutch for a while, and you know, the offense was a little sluggish today. I mean, they were going against Pablo Lopez, one of the best pitchers in the league. Excuse me. He really did shut them down for most of the game. He really did shut them down for most of the game. But there's a guy I want to talk about in a minute, but I'm gonna go over the offense here first. Not much of it. Henderson goes 2 for 4 with an RBI, a home run, and a run scored. Santander goes 1 for 4 with an RBI, a home run, and a run scored as well. Mountcastle goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. Mullins goes 1 for 4 with 2 runs scored, a home run, and a run scored. With 2 RBIs, a home run, and a run scored. Sorry. Um, let's see. Home runs, Mullins hits his fifth of the season. Santander hits his fourth of the year. And Henderson hits his sixth of the year. I believe this was a record or tied a record or something like that, or 5 straight games with 3+ home runs. We're leading the league in home runs now. So the Orioles are back to being the Baltimore Bombers. So even though they were never called that, but I just made that up. Actually, I think it's the Bronx Bombers. So hopefully Yankees fans don't watch this and be like, "Hey, you're stealing from us." But anyways, so it's nice that we're, hitting home runs again. I kind of missed it, I mean, back in the day, like back in like 2000, early 2010s, like I feel like the Orioles always hit like 250 home runs a year, but it's been kind of dying down. But some of these young guys are really hitting the ball hard, hitting the cover of the ball, like, Gunner and Westberg and Kaiser and all these guys. And hopefully Holiday can join the party eventually. I kind of want to talk about him at the end of the video, but the guy I want to talk about here in this game, Albert Suarez, is in replace of Tyler Wells, who had some elbow soreness that didn't really go away. We put Tyler Wells in the IL for that. But Albert Suarez hadn't thrown a pitch in 7 years in the MLB and was making his first start in the majors since 2017. And just look at that stat line. He already looked better than Wells. Albert Suarez goes 5 2/3, 3 hits, no runs, no earned runs, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. I mean, he pitches tonight, so hopefully he continue this trend. But I mean, congrats on him, man. He really pitched his ass off in this game, and that's a good return after 7 years, right? Like, so. Anyways, Danny Coulomb goes 2/3 of an inning, zeros. Oh, sorry, no hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, and 1 walk. Jacob Webb goes 1/3 of an inning, 2 hits, one run, 1 earned run, no walks, and a strikeout. Keegan Aiken gets back into form, quote unquote. He goes 1/3 of an inning, zeros across the board, 1 strikeout. Cano goes an inning, no hits, no runs, no earned runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. And Kimbrel goes in the top of the ninth, or sorry, he goes, excuse me, top of the ninth inning. He goes an inning, he zeros across the board with 1 strikeout. He gets the win, his third on the year. Um, really, I want to say I was really impressed with Suarez. I didn't really expect much from him, but he was making guys like it's one thing pitching good and pitching to contact, flying out ground outs, but he's blown it by guys, man. Like this 34-year-old guy, I think he's like 34 years old. Let me make sure I'm right. I don't want to be overaging him. Yeah, so 34. I mean, I don't know. Like, I was just genuinely impressed with his stuff. Like it wasn't that fluke stuff. Like it looked good. Like the movement on it was amazing. He was getting a lot of swings and misses. Now it's the Twins. They're pretty booty, but you know that's what you want to do. Like if he got beat around, you'd be concerned. Like oh man, this guy stinks. You don't want to start again. But he did what good pitchers do, I guess, and beating up on bad teams. I mean, what do you think here?
Yeah, I want to know what couch he was sitting on. It was like some magic couch. They gave him
The
abilities, and
fountain, the fountain of sofa.
yeah,
I mean, the fountain of youth. I said the fountain of sofa. The sofa of youth. I actually meant to say.
yeah, sofa youth. But a very impressive outing by him. It seems like Baltimore teams in general, including the Ravens and the Orioles, just have a knack for finding people off their couches and making them play like superstars for like however long we need them for. And that continues with the Orioles. I can't say the Orioles have been doing it forever because we've had some, bad guys that we signed, or got off the couch, in between the years. But Suarez has definitely had a very, very great outing. And he did his thing in this game. He really did. Five and a half quality innings, I think it was, and
Yeah, 5 2/3. Yeah,
yeah, and he had three strikeouts. He really did his thing. So
four.
four. So yeah.
I want to show you something funny before we get off of this. Look at that record.
That's 18. Wow.
Anyway, I just want to throw shots at the White Sox there, but overall,
A lot.
the the offense are starting to what?
They already catch a lot being in Chicago.
They definitely do catch a lot of strays. But the offense is starting to heat up. Going into Kansas City, obviously they were a pesky, team to face, early in the year. But our offense is really on fire lately. Like 3 home runs in 5 straight games. I mean, that's amazing. And shout out to our Suarez and Rodriguez for going out and shoving 2 straight games. And you know, I mean, Cole Irvin didn't really shove. He didn't really look terrible, but he didn't really shove as well as Suarez and Grayson. And you know, I think we've won every single start that Rodriguez and Burns have pitched this year. So those are aces right there. Those are dogs right there. So I'm glad we got the sweep. I'm glad I'm sorry. The Orioles do that all the time, where it's like they'll win the first 2 games in dominating fashion, and they should be shut down in the third game. So I'm glad we got, even though we were kind of shut down, I'm glad we won this game because I was mad we didn't sweep the Angel series. Like we let Reed Detmer like dominate us. And you want to know something off? He pitches tonight. So our offense is gonna need to wake up tonight versus Reed Detmers. But do you have anything else to say about this Orioles versus Twin series?
Just a great series sweep. We did exactly what we're supposed to. We're supposed to beat up, on bad teams and, bottom feeder teams. And, that's no offense to the Twins, but, we did what we were supposed to do. And we did it at home as well. So just a great series, more wins to add to our record. It seems like, the Yankees are going to be the team to beat, that we play this year. So, just great series.
Absolutely, absolutely. So like I said, we're going to play in Kansas City, looking to finish the season series there with a win. I guess y'all probably already know what happened, but we don't want to. I guess we want to save that for our Royals video. But anyways, like I said, that'll be a recap versus the Orioles versus Twins series. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also follow our social media links; they'll be in the description below. Check out our second channel, Casual Cinema, where we review movies from a casual perspective. There's plenty of movies coming out this year that we and TJ here will go and see. So we're both excited for that. But anyways, we're Birds of Prey Sports and we're out.